Hi everyone, my name is Joe Murphy, and once again I'm running for City Council in Ward 1. In 2017, I ran on a platform based on enriching life for the people of Ward 1. That goal is still at the heart of this new campaign. But after getting to know so many of you, I now have a wiser and more focused approach on how to make our community stronger, safer, and better equipped for the challenges coming our way. It's clear that Quincy needs to focus on infrastructure. The roads all around the city, and especially in Ward 1, form an obstacle course of potholes for us to navigate. The sidewalks are also a mess. Quincy citizens pay more in property taxes each year and see little improvements on the streets we live on. We also need to talk about investing in our sewer and storm drainage system. The city is now being sued by the EPA because they have not prioritized keeping our waters clean. This is not something the federal government does lightly, and this was not done out of the blue. Our current leaders were not taking this problem seriously enough. Our coastline and waterways are the crown jewels of Quincy, and we need to treat them as such. Luxury projects need to wait for the bones of our old city to be repaired. This leads into our focus on coastal resiliency. We need to expedite seawall and tide gate projects. There are Ward 1 families who are still not back to normal since last year's flood. Quincy's current strategy seems to be, let's hope a storm like that doesn't happen again. And we have yet to take further steps to modernize and green our environmental policy. Renewable energy is now competitive in terms of cost to fossil fuels, and we should be moving forward with municipal green aggregation for our electric supply. Any new commercial construction should be required to take steps that reduce their carbon output. To that end, I think the city should form a green zoning task force consisting of energy experts and experienced builders working together to lead Quincy's revitalization in a responsible direction. Amidst Quincy's revitalization, does it feel to you that nearly every available property becomes a luxury apartment complex? This adds students to our schools, people for our first responders to protect, and additional traffic on our streets. I want us to be a thriving city, but that means more than being a boarding house for Boston. We need to encourage a broader mix of amenities for the citizens who already live here. And speaking of the citizens who already live here, we need to keep them here. We can't let long-term Quincy residents be squeezed out by rising property taxes. We need to talk more about abatements for our seniors, disabled, and veterans. We need to help people afford to stay with access to good-paying jobs. And many of these good-paying jobs are in Boston and Cambridge. This means daily commuting. No one has spoken out for the citizens of Quincy against the MBTA mistreatment louder than I. If elected, the MBTA will know that there's a city councilor that won't let Quincy commuters be pushed around. I believe the people of Quincy should have some direct control over the projects that are important to them. So I want to create discretionary funding in the form of participatory budgeting. This would be a pot of money that will go towards projects proposed by our citizens. We would then post the projects online and survey the residents to see which projects they want funded. Whether it's planting trees, park repairs, community block parties, or concerts, the citizens would have a direct say in how a small part of the city coffers are spent. And the time has come to hire a completely independent outside financial consultant to review the city's financial plan and forecast. With all the money we are borrowing, it's important that we don't leave a mess for the next generation. As your representative, you'll always be able to get in touch with me. I will hold weekly office hours for anyone who wants the ear of the counselor, and I will use email, phone, snail mail, social media to keep you better informed on what's happening at City Hall. We will start having real community meetings again, and we will discuss all the issues, popular and unpopular. No elected official will have a magic wand to easily solve all our problems, but some of our issues can be solved with some hustle and organization. Remember, the job of a city councilor is not to be the mayor's representative in our ward, but the people's representative at City Hall. As your city councilor, I won't be beholden to the political clique. I don't owe anyone's sons, friends, roommates any favors, and I fund my campaign completely with small dollar donations from people who know me and the contents of my heart. If you elect me, you'll be sending someone who wants to represent you. Your concerns are my concerns. Your fights will be my fights. I would be honored to have earned your vote in the upcoming preliminary election. Thank you all.